Hello and welcome to Fast Break Bets for April 24th. How is everyone doing? My name is Erik. I'm the man behind eTop21 Sports. Batting solo today as Gino is doing work for DRF with the Kentucky Derby next week. So you're just stuck with me today. We have two games on the NBA slate today. We have the Heat against the Celtics and the Pelicans versus the OKC Thunder. I'll be sharing my bets that I am making for those games. The first bet I am getting is, yes, I'm doing it. Give me the Miami Heat plus 14.5 on the road against the Boston Celtics. Look, call me a Spoelstra homer, but I am banking on the adjustments from Spoelstra here. Last 20 years, he is the best ATS in the playoffs at an insane 57.4%. Off of a loss, Spoelstra is even better. 32-17 in the playoffs against the number, 65% ATS. That is the best coach off a loss in the last 20 years. When I look at the game, a couple stats really stand out for me. Number one, Celtics shot 37% Heat shot 37% from three during the season. During the game, they only shot 32%. That means they're due for some positive shooting regression. Flip side, the Celtics shot 32% from the three on the year. In the game, they shot an insane 45% with them taking a bunch of threes. They were attempting threes at a high rate during that game. So I think they're due for negative shooting regression. So I'm looking at it. We have the Celtics due for negative shooting regression. We have the Heat due for positive shooting regression. Because of that, that makes me think the Heat are going to be able to keep this closer. Also, when you look at points in the paint, the Heat outscore the Celtics 44-24. That's a huge advantage inside the paint. So I look at the advantage inside the paint for the Heat. I look at the positive and negative shooting regressions. I look at the Spoelstra trends. Because of that, I'm going to take the Miami Heat here plus the 14.5 in game two. Another bet I'm locking in this game is, look, I'm taking Nikola Jovic over 7.5 points. Obviously, with no Butler, the Heat scoring needs to come from somewhere. You look at what he's done in games when Butler has not played. He has gone over this total 14 of 25 games. When he plays 20 minutes or more, he's gone over this total 21 of 25 games. When you look at when he's played 25 minutes or more, he's gone over this total 8 of 14 games. When he gets 20 minutes or more, he's going to go over this. Also with no Butler, he goes over this. Plus, if you're the Celtics, who are you going to look to take away? You're going to look to take away Hero and Bam. This is going to lead stuff up. Also, no Rozier. So I think he's going to be able to go over this total of 7.5. Now let's go to the next game. We have the OKC Thunder hosting the Pelicans. Thunder are laying 7.5 in the market. And look, I'm going to swallow it. I'm going to lay the 7.5 here with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder, obviously, to start the game, they looked like a deer in headlights. Bad three-point shooting. Pelicans were able to run them off the line. That led to some mid-range stuff, which they shot really good from 56% in the game. But when we looked at how the game closed, this is a bunch of kids that are in their early 20s. Most of the kids should be in college. They handled the big spot better in closing the game. Also, what's the big matchup they have? Thunder have all these explosive wings that can guard Herb Jones, guard CJ McCollum, guard Brandon Ingram. But they do have an advantage down low. JV can bang with Chet Holmgren. He's a bigger guy than Chet Holmgren. And that's the advantage. He had a double-double, 13 points, 20 rebounds. Willie Green sat him for the last 6 minutes, 2 seconds. Like, what are you doing, Willie Green? And then Willie Green's talking about how he needs to match him athleticism. This is your advantage. Use this as your advantage. And I think we're going to see less JV minutes, which actually play in to a benefit for the Thunder. When we look at it historically with the trends, last 20 years, favorites in game two that are laying 5.5 two 10.5 points, an insane 59% ATS. Also, the Thunder, they really shot bad from three. They got ran off the three-point line. They shot bad from three. I think they're going to be due for some positive shooting regression. And let's face it, if JV doesn't play, this is going to take away their rebounding advantage they have and limit their second chances. I think that's what we're going to see. And because of that, look, I'm doing it. I am taking the Thunder minus the 7.5. So those are my three bets for April 24th. We are taking the Oklahoma City Thunder minus 7.5, the Miami Heat plus 14.5, and Nikola Jovic over the 7.5 points. As always, Fast Break Bets is sponsored by Parlay Play. Go to the App Store, download the Parlay Play app, use promo code NFL Betting Blitz for a nice little deposit match. Gino will be hosting the ship tomorrow. I'm going to be at the NFL draft. If you see me at the NFL draft, I'm doing some work there. Come up and talk to me, doing some content on social media. Love to talk to you guys. Maybe I'll even buy you one of those overpriced beers there. Best of luck in your bets and best of luck if you tail my action today.